I don't know who's messing with my lives, but leave my lives alone. I'm not on here talking about you. I'm talking about Donald Trump. Allow me to have a great show. I'm not on here talking about you. I wish you well in whatever endeavor that you're doing. Let me enjoy my lives, please. Let the people that come in to hear my lives enjoy it without you reporting my lives and getting them shut down. Can you do that, please? Stop reporting my lives. I'm not bothering you. I don't even know you people, okay? Hit that like button as y'all come in, please. Everybody, I am Queen Lillie. Welcome to my live. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats and super stickers. Thank you, Yah King Yah. Thank you. They're reporting my lives, and it caused my live to do what it does. So I'm starting all over again. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Hit that like button as you come in. If you'd like to become a member, you can become a member. There's two different types of memberships. I have the Ruby's membership, which is $4.99, and the Diamonds membership, which is $9.99. You will get things that the regular subscribers and viewers would never be able to see. So get your membership. Again, if you'd like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats and super stickers. In my description, there's my Venmo. If you want to send me something through Venmo, you can do that as well. Also, my PayPal link is in my description, so you can send me something through PayPal. Thank each and every last one of you beautiful kings and queens for coming to my live. We're going to start this over. Marjorie Taylor Greene. We're going to get the input on how things are going and how she's feeling about Donald Trump and how Marjorie Taylor Greene is not backing down. She's standing strong. Thank you. Thank you so much, King William.
We are not here for fame. We are not here for power, and we don't serve any political master. We exist for one reason only: to expose deception, to uncover what's hidden in plain sight, and to make sure that truth is not hid under propaganda. And tonight, we bring you a story that's shaking the Republican Party from the inside out. Because one of their own, Marjorie Taylor Greene, just delivered bad news about Donald Trump, and what she said has every reason to make Trump furious. It all began during the ongoing government shutdown that has left millions frustrated, and the GOP scrambling for excuses. Americans are blaming the Republicans for chaos in Washington, and behind the noise, another disaster is unfolding. Expiration of Affordable Care Act tax credits, which will cause health insurance premiums to skyrocket for millions of Americans. For years, Republicans have sworn to destroy Obamacare, but this time the fallout is turning on them. And that's when Marjorie Taylor Greene, of all people, decided to break the silence. She took to Twitter and dropped a message that no one saw coming. I wasn't in Congress when Obamacare started, she wrote. I got here in 2021. The ACA made health insurance affordable for my family, with premiums higher than our house payment. I'm not a fan, but I'm going to go against everyone on this issue, because when the tax credits expire this year, my own adult children's insurance premiums for 2026 are going to double, along with all the hard-working families in my district. No, I'm not towing the party line on this or playing loyalty games. I'm a Republican, but I won't vote for illegals to get taxpayer-funded health care. I'm America only. I'm carving my own lane, and I'm disgusted that insurance premiums will double if those credits expire this year. And by the way, all insurance is a scam. That statement wasn't a minor comment. It was a political explosion. A top Trump ally, one of his loudest defenders, suddenly admitted that her own party was about to crush millions of Americans with higher health care costs. Greene called out her own leadership for failing to even talk to rank and file members about a plan to deal with the crisis. She made it clear that the Republican leadership had offered no strategy, no protection, no plan. Just silence. Now she still wrapped her words in the usual MAGA language, blaming illegals and calling insurance a scam. But the real story is what's between the lines. Greene is admitting that Trump's party is losing touch with reality. She's acknowledging that Americans, even Republicans, are tired of being punished by politicians who only serve corporate donors. She's admitting that her own family and her own voters are the ones about to suffer from the policies she helped defend. And make no mistake, This isn't just about politics. This is about survival. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, 78% of Americans, nearly 8 out of 10, want Congress to extend these ACA tax credits. Only 22% oppose it. The math isn't political. It's human. Without these credits, 24 million Americans will see their premiums double or even quadruple. One person's premium will go from $37 to $964. Another will jump from $228 to $142. These are real numbers, real families, real pain. And the GOP is doing nothing. Meanwhile, Mike Johnson, Trump's loyal soldier, and the current Speaker of the House, tried to spin the disaster. He said Democrats had created a red herring, claiming Republicans were the real ones fixing health care. He looked into the camera and said,
"They created a red herring. A red herring is a distraction. They decided that they would pick a fight on health care. Well, let me look right into the camera and tell you very clearly. Republicans are the ones concerned about health care. Republicans are the party
He
working
looked in
around
that
the clock
camera
every
and
day
lied to America.
to fix health care. This is not talking points for us. We've done it. A big part of the One Big Beautiful Bill, the Working Families Tax Cut, was to fix health care. Health care is broken in America. It's too expensive. The quality
But
of
they're
care needs to
making it
rise. We
even
need
more
access for more
expensive.
people, and we have lots of ideas to do that. But that issue is for debate in the next 3 months. It always was. We have members working on that.
but that's a lie. That big, beautiful bill cut over $1 trillion from healthcare funding just to hand massive tax breaks to the wealthiest Americans. It kicked 17 million people off Medicaid. It forced rural hospitals to close. It gutted protections for people with pre-existing conditions. That's not fixing health care. That's burning it down and calling it progress. Republicans have tried to repeal the Affordable Care Act 77 times. 77? Every time they failed.
The
Because
point that is
even
being
voters
made by
realize-
Anonymous, be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channel. Marjorie Taylor Greene is speaking against it, and that's Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill. Although she did sign on for the bill, but now she realized the bill actually hurt the American people, and she's trying to step away from it because, you know what, and I'll understand, it will hurt her election. I believe that she's really starting to connect with the American people. Although she still has those MAGA way of thinking, she's waking up from the red Kool-Aid that she has been served by Donald Trump. Marjorie Taylor Greene is now speaking up against Donald Trump. She's just not speaking up against the Epstein files, which we all want released. She's speaking up about the big, beautiful bill. After she had signed the big, beautiful bill, she came back and said she had not read that bill. And because she realized that she signed on for something that's going to hurt the American people, even she stated her children that have health insurance, they had to pay for health insurance. She's not loving this big, beautiful bill at all, you guys. Nobody is loving it. A large portion of America who are wise are not pleased with this big, beautiful bill. We are all not MAGA. Yes, it's a vast majority of my people that's MAGA too. But we are not all MAGA. We are concerned about our American people. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans in Congress, the senators, they do not care about the American people. Marjorie Taylor Greene is waking up. That Kool-Aid, that red Kool-Aid he gave her, it's not working anymore. The spell has been broken. And I thank God for that. So let's take a listen to another point of view when senators confronted Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, okay?
Let's be clear. The reason Alita Grajaba is not here is because Mike Johnson wants to do two things. Number one, cover up for pedophiles on the Epstein list. And number two, put his members in a really rough position when it comes to voting and extending these ACA tax credits.
Oversight
You just
Committee.
keep coming up with excuses. This is an excuse, so she doesn't sign on to that.
This is absurd.
This is the longest time the House has
you
been
want me to
out of
answer the
Senate.
question? If you ask the
Because
question,
you're not
let me answer.
actually answering the question.
He's
They
gonna
don't-
lie when he
don't-
opens his
don't-
mouth.
Why are you blocking her then?
I'm not blocking her. I just
This is
told
the
you.
longest time that the House of Representatives has been out of session that's not in a regular August session. This is the longest time it's taken for someone to be sworn in. And it all happens to coincide with the fact that she's going to be the deciding vote on the discharge
I
petition.
know why you're upset.
Let's be clear. The reason Alita Grajaba is not here is because Mike Johnson wants to do two things. Number one, cover up for pedophiles on the Epstein list. And number
And
two,
that's true. Mike Johnson is covering for the biggest pedophile. And that's at the top. Yes, at the top. The person that's the leader of this country. That's who he's covering. And he's covering other MAGA Republicans that is on the Epstein list. Because as you all can recall, one of the DOJ said, that worked for the DOJ, stated when he was being recorded on a hot mic and he didn't realize he was being recorded, that they were going to redact all the Republicans out of the Epstein list, all the Epstein files. So now, today, Mike Johnson states that they're going to release the whole 34,000 page of Epstein files. No, they're not. Because they promised them that before, and they only released, y'all, only 1,000 pages from the Epstein files. Mike Johnson thinks that the American people are stupid. The MAGA Republicans in Congress, they have the Senate, the House, and the Oval Office. They think that we are stupid. Us American people, we're not stupid, y'all. Y'all are not stupid in my chat. So for them to play in our face like we can't comprehend what is going on, the MAGA Republicans have the Senate, Congress, the House, the Oval Office, everything. So when they are blaming the Democrats, Mike Johnson sounds ridiculous. You can't blame the Democrats because they're not running any of the houses. It's the MAGA Republicans. All of it is the MAGA Republicans. So now we're going to listen to something that has to do with FBI director, former director Comey, okay? He pleads not guilty to the federal court. One moment, please.
Former FBI Director James Comey pleaded not guilty Wednesday to charges of providing false statements and obstructing a congressional proceeding. He's accused of lying to Congress in 2020 when he was asked about leaks of classified information. The former top cop and vocal critic of President Donald Trump previously proclaimed his innocence in a brief video.
My family and I have known for years that there are costs to standing up to Donald Trump.
Trump fired Comey in 2017 over the FBI's investigation into Russian election meddling. More recently, in a September social media post addressed to Attorney General Pam Bondi, the president openly called for the Justice Department to go after Comey and other political enemies. Shortly after that post, Trump appointed Lindsay Halligan, a White House aide who's never been a prosecutor, as an interim U.S. attorney. Her predecessor resigned following continued pressure to bring criminal charges against Comey and another Trump enemy. Days after her appointment, Halligan presented the case to a grand jury, resulting in Comey's indictment.
They are systematic.
So Donald Trump has now brought in a new attorney. She is actually an insurance attorney. It's not that she doesn't know law. It's the point that this lady is an insurance attorney. And Donald Trump has this enemies list that he's going after. And he just would not let up on Comey. The thing is, Comey has to take some of the blame in this, you all, because he had the opportunity to lock Donald Trump up. But he didn't stand 10 feet down in what he knew was true. So now America is stuck with the orange man, and Comey is in a bad situation because he didn't handle business. Donald Trump is not a good person, but he handled and stood on business in what he believed. Comey didn't stand on business in what he believed. Now America is in this situation because he played a big part in it. And the thing is, Comey is not a Democrat, you guys. That's what y'all fail to realize. He's a Republican. Just like Massey. That's over the Epstein files, you know, bringing the survivors along. A Republican. So when you're talking about Comey, he's not a Democrat, beautiful kings and queens. Comey is a Republican. He should have stood 10 toes down on taking justice on Donald Trump's top of his head. And he should have kept his foot on Donnie's neck, on Donnie's fat, bussy neck. When you got somebody like Donald Trump, you better do like Queen Latisha James, Because he don't went after her. He can't get her every turn he put on her. They let him know, Dunny, we can't find anything on Letitia James. They can't. Comey is not a criminal. And what's so sickening, a criminal that sits in the Oval Office is calling everybody else a criminal. When Donald Trump has 34 felonies across his bussy neck. Donald Trump is a man of low IQ and no dignity. Comey has dignity, but he set himself up for failure. He did not take care of business. Donald Trump is not a good man, but he took care of business that benefit him. Comey should have had Donald Trump locked up, and it would have benefited him in the long run. Because he did not take care of business, look at Comey now. He's standing there looking like Boo-Boo the Fool because you looked out for a man that didn't look out for you. Moving along. Thank y'all for coming to my live. Hit that like button, please. Hit the like button. Thank you, King Guy, y'all. Yes, facts. So we're going to take a listen to Queen Jasmine Crockett, okay? Hold on. Wait a minute.
They asked us to trust them on the price of eggs, yet they've made it harder for Americans to buy any and all groceries. They asked us to trust them when it came to the cost of housing, but it's become more difficult to pay your rent or mortgage. They asked us to trust them
That's a
when
fact.
it came down to looking out for the best interest of our children. Yet we know that the cost to send your child to daycare or college has only increased.
It tripled.
The only thing that I can tell you that we should trust the Republicans to do is to basically play in our
Lie.
faces. You see, the one thing that we should do is distrust everything that they say, and that is why Democrats are here today fighting. We showed up to work because we understand that in this shutdown, we are still getting paid. Unfortunately, those that work for the federal government are not going to be paid. They are about to miss their first checks. And so it is so interesting that someone can say, we're not going to show up to work. We're not going to do everything that we can to reopen the government. But yes, you must show up. What I have to say to those hardworking federal employees and those that happen to be out sick right now is that I anticipate that a lot of people are going to catch a lot of colds in the coming days, because it seems like the only thing that these people will understand is if we have a real shutdown, a shutdown in which the people that actually make this country go start acting like the Republicans, and they just decide that they're also not going to show up, because at the end of the day, we have a president who recently said that he doesn't know whether or not he even wants to pay people when we do reopen this government. In just 8 months, Republicans have shattered an already broken public health system. Their one big ugly bill enacted the largest cuts to healthcare in American history. Texas, under Republican rule for over 30 years, already had the highest uninsured rate in the country. And now an additional 1.6 million Texans are projected to lose their health insurance. But I want to be clear about this. This isn't just about those that will lose health insurance, because at the end of the day, we all will be impacted. Everyone's healthcare costs will go up, and everyone may end up missing a hospital or a doctor because of the reckless policies of the Republicans. Just in my district, a 60-year-old couple making $80,000 a year would see their premiums increase by nearly $20,000. A family of four making $64,000 a year would see an increase of $2,571, roughly 197%. Stripping away healthcare is just one aspect of their economic and healthcare assault on Americans. They've eliminated critical funding for
Hi,
local
King
health departments
Ronald.
and community organizations
Hi,
doing
Queen
critical
Bunny.
public health work.
Hi, King Bobby.
So we're here today because Republicans have once again
Hi,
chosen
King
to
Steve.
prioritize
How you doing?
billionaires
Hi,
and
Steve. Hey,
corporations
King.
over everyday Americans. Veterans, teachers, students, law enforcement officers, members of the military, factory workers, bus drivers, all of whom will be hurt by Republican healthcare assault on Americans. I'm here today to speak
Americans,
to the
we're definitely going to be hurt from the healthcare perspective. But it's a lot of people in our country are on furlough right now. They're working for free. And Donald Trump was questioned about that. And he just so nonchalant about it, y'all. He doesn't care about the American people. When he was questioned about it in the Oval Office, he was like, huh, what? It was as if Donald Trump didn't even know what the word mean. And they had to tell them that the federal workers, a lot of them are not getting paid. They're working for free. That sucks, y'all. It's hard out here. I know. I cut back on a lot of things. When I go to the grocery store, I have a budget now that I'm using. I'm not going to get on here and pretend that I'm rich when I'm middle class. No, I'm not doing that. We're going to be honest with each other on my chat, in my chat. I don't mind being honest with y'all. These are my real lips. I'm sorry you don't like them. God bless me with these lips. I got them from my mother. This is a time when we need our leaders to be honest and be concerned and loving towards us American people. And we're not getting that from the MAGA Republican Party. It's not happening. That big, beautiful bill is not helping the American people at all. It's not. You know who is helping? Daddy's rich billionaire friends. They're pocketing off of us, y'all. They're getting richer off of our pain. Come on. Come on, America. Well, if I don't know how to use my brain, at least look what I got on my wall back there. I bet you don't have none of them awards. None of them. None of the awards that I have. I even have a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. I have 2 different awards from President Joe Biden. And I have a gold medal from President Joe Biden. And I have a pendant from President Joe Biden. You don't have what I have. So don't come up in my chat and start any mess when I'm trying to give love and give us the knowledge that we need, because the American people are the ones that's suffering. It's not the rich MAGA Republicans. It's us. It's you in my chat. One moment, please.
I knew Christ was a black man, but I kept preaching white Jesus because it kept the money coming.
We skipped Deuteronomy 28 on purpose. If y'all knew who you were, school would lose control. They paid us to push murder music to your sons, then built prisons to catch the fallout. I knew your vote didn't matter. The real power ain't in ballots, it's in bloodlines. Tithes was never about God. It was about control. We kept you loyal, broke, and blind. We trained to fear black men, even in neighborhoods they grew up in.
Hit the like button, please. Thank you.
War. They test medicine on y'all before they ever try it on them. Y'all the guinea pigs.
They told us to push college loans, not purpose. Keep y'all in debt, not destiny.
Y'all heard it from their own mouths. Religion, schools, cops, doctors, labels. But the truth, we the chosen, and we waking up now.
Wake up, everybody. Wake up. You got a choice. You got a choice to believe in love for all the people, help all the people. That's the only way we're going to come up out of this regime. If not, you thinking you're going to get ahead by Donald Trump trying to put his foot on the necks of black and brown people? Even though black and brown people are in pain, black people especially, I know my people. We got joy even in this pain. Thank you, King Yaya. We got joy even in this pain, and we're trying to spread some of that love to you. But you want to come up in my chat and spread that hate. Because I could get ugly and break your face with my words. But I'm coming here in love tonight. I don't had a good dinner. I don't feel like operating in the name of hate, in the name of Satan. I'm coming up here in love because we need this knowledge. America's in trouble, okay? Take in what I'm giving you. You don't have to like me. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I admire what she's doing. I cannot like somebody and still love them in the name of Jesus. I'm going to take what she's putting out because what she's doing is some good right now. I don't know what she's doing behind closed doors. But what I do know, I don't have to like Marjorie Taylor Greene to like what she's doing. I'm admiring what she's doing. So when you come to my chat, please take away something from this chat. You don't have to take away hate. You don't have to do what Donald Trump telling you to do. Because every day he dog whistles in your ear to put out hate on black and brown people. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm going to let you have your time in my chat with your rude, cruel ways. What you can do is take away some of this knowledge because we need to come up, not go further down in the hole financially. I love all of y'all. I'm coming in the right light right now, okay? Let me read this super chat. King Yaya says, Like and subscribe to Queen Lillie Young. Queen Lillie. Yes, please. Like and subscribe. I also have memberships. I have 2 different kind of memberships. I have the Ruby's membership for $4.99. I have the Diamond membership for $9.99. In those memberships, you get things that the regular subscribers and the viewers would not ever see. So think about it. Grab you one. Get the $4.99. It's good too. You get so much. Things that I don't even share on this channel is in the memberships, okay? So we're going to continue. I love you guys. Let's operate in love tonight. How about that? It don't take any energy to put love in the atmosphere. So we're reaching a new low in America. Donald Trump just publicly demanded that his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, more aggressively investigate and prosecute his political opponents. He's calling out specific people by name, like James Comey, Letitia James, Adam Schiff. He even said Kamala Harris, Jasmine Crockett with her high IQ, Kamala Harris high IQ. All these people are high IQ. Why Donald Trump, and this is the truth, low IQ. And telling her to act fast. This is not what happens in a free democratic society. This is the hallmark of a dictatorship, y'all. And worse than that, it's a downright impeachment offense. America deserves better than any of this. We shouldn't be handed out turmoil daily. Daily from the MAGA Republican Party. We are handed out turmoil. We don't deserve that. When we had President Joe Biden, the unemployment rate was very low. We were at an all-time high with people being employed. Food was at a decent price. It wasn't low. It wasn't when Obama was in there. No, I'm not going to pretend I love President Joe Biden. It wasn't. Because honestly, President Barack Obama, y'all disliked him. But you sure enough have Obamacare. Oh, his name, Peach Care, all kind of things. But it's Obamacare, baby. Stop fronting. Don't come in this chat. Because you need that free insurance that you get, or that low-cost insurance that you're getting. It's Obamacare. It just has a different name, baby. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Be real with yourself. And stop commenting in my chat spreading hate. When we are on a time where it's a time we need to spread love. I can come here and talk about Donald Trump all day. I'm not talking about you. I don't personally know you. I'm giving you what you need. So take it in. Take heed. Okay, baby? I love y'all. Stop acting silly in my chat. Put love in my chat. Because you can't get to heaven all that hate, all the mean, hateful things y'all said about me. I don't know you. I'm not talking about you personally. Okay? I love y'all. So, the fact that Trump would rather lose his base, I'm talking about y'all, MAGA, and watch the entire ship go down rather than release the Epstein files should petrify every single American. Again, the fact that Trump would rather lose his base, that's MAGA, and watch the entire ship go down, that's destroying America. Listen carefully. Rather than release the Epstein files, should petrify every single American. It's not something to be proud of that you have a leader that's in the Epstein files, yet he refused to release those files. That's not a strong man. That's a weak man. A strong man would stand in it and be like, I stand 10 toes down in what I believe. I don't care what's in those files. Release them. He's not doing it. But I tell you who's not in those Epstein files? President Barack Obama. No. President Joe Biden is not in the Epstein files, y'all. Now, Bill Clinton, I was told he in it. I'm going to be honest. He a Democrat, but Bill, you did it. I've been even told that Hillary in it, but I don't know for sure because I do like Hillary, but I've been learning some things about Hillary. Yes, I have. But I don't know them for facts. So I can't hold it to her head and her heart. I can't. I love her anyway. So let me take a sip of water. We're going to continue, okay? I'm trying not to cover too many things that I covered earlier today because I had 2 other lives earlier. So I'm going to try to cover things that I didn't cover earlier. Is that okay with you guys? Let me know in the chat. There's photo of Barack Obama at Diddy parties. That is not real. It's not. It's AI, and that's a fact. Now, Diddy has gone to things that President Barack Obama was at and spoke at. You may see them together then, but he's never been to a Diddy party. Because let me tell you something about Diddy. Diddy want to get out of jail right now. He headed to a federal prison. You don't think he would talk? He been talking about everything else. He would tell. Trust me, he would. To save his own sickly looking behind right now. He look a hot mess. One moment, please. Just a moment. Take a listen to this. This is something I didn't show earlier. Hot Spot Casino, thank you for sending me a super chat. He said, I disagree. Okay, King, I understand. The fact that Trump allowed Israel to commit genocide is what people should be mad about. Yes, we should. Barack Obama committed treason, and so did Biden. Honey, do you think that Donald Trump hasn't? President Barack Obama never, nor did President Joe Biden commit treason. That's a lie. Because let me tell you, some old Donnie boy be talking about it. He be running them D-suckers so much, he would know what to do with himself. That's not true. But what Donald Trump has done since he's been in that Oval Office is commit treason. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for blessing me with the super chat, okay? Thank you. Okay, so we're going to take a listen to I Had It Up to Here podcast. These are some two amazing queens. I love them. Y'all, you don't have to like everybody that I show you, but take heed to what they saying. And it's up to you to pick what parts you want to take with you and sleep on and think about, okay?
Trump needs to be removed from office immediately. His dementia is off it is completely skyrocketed. He goes and sits in front of the United States Navy and completely politicizes the Navy. And then he goes on these dementia rattled rants about Osama bin Laden and Pete Hegseth, and I think he thinks he was in office.
And history will never forget that it was the SEALs who stormed the compound at Osama bin Laden and put a bullet in his head. Remember that? And please remember, I wrote about Osama bin Laden exactly 1 year ago, 1 year before he blew up the World Trade Center. And I said, you got to watch Osama bin Laden.
Donald Trump was not president then, y'all. He's speaking as if he was president. He was not. President Barack Obama was the president then.
In the book I wrote,
dementia is real.
I can't tell you. But I can tell you there's a page in there devoted to the fact that I saw somebody named Osama bin Laden, and I didn't like it, and you got to take care of him. They didn't do it.
Donald Trump was not the president, y'all.
This is so incredibly dangerous. This is the president of the United States speaking to the United States Navy. It's not cute. It's not neat. It's not fun. This is our country. We have innocent men and women that are serving in the United States Army that care about this country, that went into it for a career. This is the shit they have to listen to.
Be sure to subscribe to I Had It podcast. I love their podcast. I watch it daily, even on the days that I don't go live, because some weekends I don't go live, but I will not miss watching them. Because these two women, they speak the truth and they're not afraid. I love those two queens. So we're going to move along. And this is about the House is out for session. And they actually shouldn't be on session. But Mike Johnson doesn't want to swear in the new Democrat that won the special election. And why? It has to do with her being a brown person. And she would be the number 218 signature that they need, vote, to release the Epstein file. So take a listen to this, okay?
The branch of government that you're a part of would be the one of the checks on the presidency in this, overreach of power. But your colleagues in the House, they're refusing to even vote on a budget. They're refusing to swear in an elected member of Congress so that they don't have to vote. And in the Senate, it appears to be complete subservience to Donald Trump.
Yeah, look, the last I checked, and the Constitution still says, the United States Congress is a co-equal branch of government than the executive branch, right? We're supposed to be providing that oversight and accountability. But Republicans in Congress are complicit. They're enabling Donald Trump and his agenda of chaos and distraction, because there's a lot of not good news to report. When prices are going up and jobs aren't being created like he wanted, he's either firing people from the administration and Republicans aren't challenging him the way that they should be. Think about this government shutdown. Speaker Johnson sent all the House of Representatives home until after the government shuts down. They're not even pretending to try to negotiate and work out a deal. When the Speaker is trying to delay the swearing in of a new duly elected member of the House of Representatives, it's for one reason and one reason only. They don't want the vote that'll force them to release the Epstein files. They're protecting Donald Trump, plain and simple.
In theory,
Plain and simple. They are protecting Donald Trump. I know y'all love Donald Trump. I love President Joe Biden, and I love President Barack Obama. They both are healthy and in shape. But I'm going to be honest with you, MAGA. The GOP is not for you. They're working against you. It's going to be too late by the time you wake up from that red Kool-Aid Donald Trump has served you, okay? But I'm trying to tell you, they're not working in your favor, okay? They're not. And they're trying to protect Donald Trump and whoever else that may be pedos in the MAGA Republican Party. And that's not good. You got children? Think about that. Anybody have children, nieces, nephews, grandchildren? Think about that. Do you love them? Think about it.
Fire, bluster, controversy during Pam Bondi's testimony on Capitol Hill, but those weren't the moments that most caught my attention. It was this one, with Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana.
Have you interviewed Secretary Lutnick?
No, Senator.
Do you plan to?
If he wants to talk to the FBI or the FBI wants to talk to him, that is more than on.
Don't you think you ought to talk to him after this interview?
Senator, if Howard Lutnick wants to speak to the FBI and if Director Patel wants to speak to Howard Lutnick, absolutely.
Okay. Maybe we ought to get Mr. Lutnick in here too, Mr. Chairman.
This is the second time that we've seen Senator Kennedy, who's a Republican from Louisiana, press the Trump administration for more transparency.
The Republicans are waking up, y'all.
A few weeks ago when he was asking the FBI Director Kash Patel why he's not doing more and urging him that he's definitely going to have to.
We will continue to release whatever we are legally permitted to do so.
Okay. I strongly encourage you to do that. Cash, this issue's not going to go away.
The Epstein files would not go away.
The question for the American people is this. They know that Epstein trafficked young women for sex to himself. They want to know who, if anyone else, he trafficked these young women to. And that's a very fair question. I want to know that answer.
Virginia Jeffrey said it was others.
I think you're going to have to.
Even at the long press conference from the survivors, they said it was others. Two of them mentioned Trump's name.
The scrutiny of Lutnick comes after he did a podcast interview where he said this.
Knock on the door. His assistant, on like a Saturday,
Listen
says,
carefully to
Mr.
this.
Epstein, your neighbor would like to invite you over for coffee. So my wife and I go next door. We walk the 7 steps, right to the next house for coffee. We share a wall. He gives me a tour in the living room, big living room, and then across from it is double doors. I assume it's
Hit the like button,
And
please.
he opens
Thank
the door,
you.
And there's a massage table in the middle of the room, and candles all around and stuff. So I ask very insightful, cutting questions. I say to him, massage table in the middle of your house? How often do you have a massage? And he says, every day. And then he gets weirdly close to me. And he says,
thank
right
you.
kind of massage. That's what his MO was, get a massage, get a massage. And what happened in that massage room, I assume was on video. This guy was the greatest blackmailer ever. Blackmailed people. That's how he had money.
And for a Trump administration who has done all they can to keep the focus off of Epstein and on basically everything else, The call was coming from inside the House on this one with Howard Lutnick, and it's only given lawmakers on Capitol Hill the extra push they need to try to get this issue back in the spotlight. A lot of fire, bluster.
We are not going to give up on the Epstein files. I'm going to make it my duty from Monday through Friday. And if I go live on the weekend, what I'm going to be talking about, chat, I'm going to be talking about the Epstein files. Oh, I'm going to give you some of the daily news and a little black history here and there and a little bit Mexican history here and there. But we're going to learn about them Epstein files. We're not giving up on that, y'all, when we can't. Because those survivors, they deserve their justice. They all deserve their justice. One moment, please. Just a moment. One moment. One moment, please. So good. I love water and I love my chat. One moment. One moment. Just a moment, everybody.
Show this video to anyone still calling the GOP the party of family values. Robert Morris, Trump's spiritual advisor, 5 counts, crimes against children. Ralph Shorty, Trump's 2016 Oklahoma campaign chair and state senator, child sex trafficking. George Nader advised Trump on transition and foreign policy, child trafficking. Ruben Veristigi worked on content for the Trump campaign in 2020, videos of children. Tony Lazzaro, GOP donor connected to Trump circles, child sex trafficking. Adam Hagman, former Turning Point employee and 2016 Trump commerce official. Donald J. Trump, $83 million for sexually abusing Jean Carroll. MAGA loves 2 things, grifting and grooming. Show this video to anyone still calling the GOP the party of family.
That is right. E. Jean Carroll. I had it wrong. I messed around and said $34 million. It's $83 million that Donald Trump owes E. Jean Carroll for SA-ing her. Look up what SA-ing is. You know what it is, MAGA. You know what it is, my beautiful kings and queens in the chat. He owed her $83 million. Woo! Ric Flair up in this beat. Woo! That's a lot of money, Donnie. And he ain't gave it to her yet. But she gonna get it. She better get it soon because Donnie gonna try to run Rudolph. You can run, but you can't hide. Woo! Ric Flair. Ha!
God, can we stop with the bullshit of this CK, his wife, this whole production? Do you people not get what you're looking at here? I grew up in the times of Barnum and Bailey, okay? Before people could afford Universal or Disneyland, an actual fucking circus would roll into town to hypnotize the masses. Look at what you're watching. You have Netanyahu with the whip as the ringleader, that orange stain running around in circles, distracting everybody. The bedazzled sequin trapeze artist who is his wife. What the fuck was that? Okay? Since when do widows look like they just came back from a 7-day spa vacation?
She telling me, y'all, she is reading it down with the get down.
Eyelashes, in case anybody, actually sees a tear, it'll catch them. Not to mention, what the fuck was this fucking satanic symbol? Because I haven't seen that since
Oh, I love her.
Ozzy Osbourne concert. There you go. All roads probably lead back to that counterfeit country with her as well. You people better wake the fuck up. I did stand up for 30 years, so I absolutely know a production. I absolutely know a carnival. You motherfucking MAGA are being hypnotized. My God, can we stop?
MAGA is hypnotized. They had the red Kool-Aid. They demonetized. You know what the D is. But Donnie, they said Donnie, this was what Stormy Daniels said, that Donnie has a little small mushroom. Y'all are demonetized by a mushroom, honey. I gotta be demonetized Buy eggplant, because it's going to give you what you want, give you what you need, baby. But now y'all MAGA's demonetized. If you don't know what D mean, woo, Ric Flair, get him, baby. If you don't know what D is, I got to have the eggplant all day, all night. Y'all got a mushroom to look forward to. Honey, that ain't going to do nothing but tickle you. You might as well get that buzz and keep it moving. I like her. Yeah, I like her.
Donald Trump said, well, in 2016, Donald Trump said that he would release his taxes. Did he? No, he lied. In 2016, Donald Trump said he would build a wall with Mexico and Mexico would pay for it. Did he do it? No, he lied. During his term, he promised a health care bill. Did he do it? No, he lied. During his first term, he promised an infrastructure bill. Did he do it? No, he lied. He said he didn't have anything to do with Stormy Daniels. Then it was proven that he had an affair with her and paid to cover it up. He lied. In 2014, Russia invaded Ukraine and Crimea. Trump was president during the war. Did
He meant
stop the war
2000.
then? No,
He
not
said the
only that,
wrong
but he
year.
was impeached for illegally stopping congressional aid that would have helped Ukraine fight the war. So no, he was not going to stop the war in one day, and we knew that because it was proven. You say you wanted him to cut the deficit. Donald Trump in his first term ballooned the deficit more than anybody in modern American history. So no, he was not going to do that. You say Donald Trump, well, at least he's being good on immigration. Legally, Joe Biden deported 4 million people. Donald Trump, 1.7 million his term. Joe Biden was much tougher on immigration than Donald Trump. So no, he's not even better on immigration. And now let's talk about this Epstein list. You say you're not going to let go because Donald Trump said that he would release the Epstein list, and you're a real man, so you believed him. You didn't consider the fact that Donald Trump is convicted of 34 felonies for libel regarding sexual assault. You didn't consider the fact that Donald Trump is on the Epstein flight logs. You didn't consider the fact that Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein are photographed and videoed together for years, that Epstein said that Donald Trump was his best friend. You didn't consider the fact that Donald Trump is named by one of Epstein's assailants as another assailant in court documents. You didn't consider the fact that the man that let Jeffrey Epstein off the first time with a sweetheart plea deal that he didn't even tell the victims, that Donald Trump promoted him to Secretary of Labor. You don't consider the fact that Donald Trump made Attorney General the man whose father first hired Epstein. You don't consider the fact that Donald Trump made Howard Lutnick, Jeffrey Epstein's neighbor, the Commerce Secretary now. You don't consider the fact of all those connections or Donald Trump's court-proven misdeeds in sexual assault. That didn't cross your mind that, well, maybe I shouldn't believe him about Epstein. You don't get to hide from the truth, Andrew, when you're a real man. Donald Trump lied for 8 years. We have the receipts. It was proven, and we were all telling you. So no, it's not true that you didn't know what Donald Trump would do. We told you exactly what he'd do because he did it. You chose, big man, what is happening right now because you wanted to feel tough and masculine. You don't have to care what other people think of Donald Trump. I just do whatever he says. You're a goddamn fool, Andrew. And this is one man who is never, ever going to see you as anything but a pathetic little boy until the day you own up to the fact that you chose to be deceived and you take some responsibility for action. You say Donald Trump said
Ric Flair drip. I feel like the Migos right now. My Ric Flair drip. Woo, baby. That was a read. Woo, my Ric Flair drip, honey. When I tell you them Amigos in that song, you gotta go on YouTube and watch that video. Ooh, that was hot right there, y'all. In my Ric Flair drip. Woo! Woo! Oh, he ate y'all up. Oh, boy. And I love it. I love him. I love y'all in my chat, too. So Trump is a threat to the democracy. Trump is a threat to America. Hear me out. Listen carefully what he gonna say. Watch before Trump sends troops to your states. That is the title for this video.
Choice but to do this. And when judges give us rulings that, you don't have to do it, Portland is on fire. Portland's been on fire for years.
Portland is not
President
dangerous.
Trump sends troops into your city after your governor says no. This weekend, a Trump-appointed judge blocked Trump from sending the National Guard to Portland twice because there is no insurrection, no emergency, no crime surge. But Trump ignored the court. He tried to sneak around the ruling by sending 300 California National Guard into Oregon over the objection of both governors. That's not law and order. That's raw abuse of power. This is the authoritarian playbook. Use soldiers as props, declare the people the enemy within, and ignore the courts and the Constitution. This isn't just about Oregon or California. It's about whether any president can ignore the courts and our Constitution, ignore our states, and use our own troops against us. America's cities are not training grounds for our military. The only threat to our democracy right now is Donald Trump.
We have no choice but...
Woo! Ric Flair. The Ric Flair trip, baby. Only threat to our democracy is Donald J. Trump. He is the enemy within. Although he want to make the American people the enemy and send the military after us. Portland, honey. Portland is not somewhere you need to send the military. No, it's Chicago. Because Pritzker has Chicago where he wanted to be. There's a lot of work got to be done in every part of this country. But sending the military out the American people, Donald Trump can't fix a war in any other country, so he started a war in his own country. That's a sick mind. Could it be dementia? Inquired minds want to know. I think it's just that racist mind of his, that Hitler brain. So let's take a listen to what Pink the singer has to say about being an American.
Anyone call himself a patriot or an American? If you re-elect a president that doesn't govern, respect, or represent half of our country, that's not America. That's your America. That's not America. So you either worship the Confederate flag, which is not our flag, and it never will be, or you're a hypocrite that doesn't actually understand the meaning of patriotism or what it means to be an American. Truth. How can anyone call himself a patriot or an American? If you re-elect a president that doesn't govern, respect, or represent half of our country, that's not America.
The true patriot is not worshiping Donald Trump. A true patriot is looking out for our country, looking out for other fellow Americans. It doesn't matter about their skin tone. Looking out for our country. We are our country. Donald Trump works for the American people. The taxpayers pay him. The taxpayers pay MAGA Republicans in the Senate and in Congress. Yes, that house, yeah. They work for us. But they are treating us, the American people, as if we're peasants. They work for us. The Constitution overrules Donald Trump. The federal judges overrules him like that judge did in South Carolina. And you know what happened to her? When she told Donnie and she overruled over him and rejected his order, what he wanted, boom, went her house. Danger, America. Donald Trump has brought danger to our country. His first term, danger. Second term, triple danger. Oh, I can't play the music. I want y'all to look at this video, but can't play the music. Look at the video. Can't play music. I can't play the music, you guys. Donnie is definitely a man-child. The MAGA Republican Party is embarrassing us. There's no liberty in our country anymore. He's ill, and he's ill in his mind. He should not be in our Oval Office. This man is ill in the brain, too. He's an alcoholic, in my opinion. He's chasing his wife because they had an argument, and Donnie always been down with Epstein. Always been down with Epstein, but he want to make the American people think that he's a creep. Donnie, you a creep. You said you grab him by the P-U-S-S-Y. When you got a bussy, you grab him by the P-U-S-Y. P-U-S-S-Y. But Donnie got a bussy. Look at his neck. He got a bussy. Look like you can take your little mushroom and stick it in his bussy. He got two. One in the back there was bacteria and nasty. And he got one right there in his neck. One moment. You're going to watch this video of a woman that don't love the man in the Oval Office. She don't want him. But he made sure she got that Einstein visa that she didn't earn.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'm going to start that over because I want y'all to hear that. Let me make sure the volume up on this thing. I want y'all to hear this because she don't want him.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't.
I remember saying to our great First Lady, I said, you know, First Lady, I call her First Lady because it makes me feel good. First Lady, isn't it terrible? You say goodnight, First Lady, my darling. Because it reminds me that I'm president.
Don't touch me. 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 Get away. Get away.
That's not love, y'all.
Get away. Get away.
That's a loveless marriage. That's a business arrangement. Marriage.
I remember saying to our great First...
That's not love. President Joe Biden and Dr. Jill Biden, that's love. President Barack Obama and Queen Michelle Obama, that's love. We don't have that. No, we don't have that with the Oval Office. I'm going to show you what we have. This is what we have with Melania Trump. He benefited her. Oh, he got a couple things fixed on that face because Melania was not a very attractive woman when she got with Donnie. He got a boobs, everything done. Nose, Botox, whatever. He got it done.
How Melania Trump Tricked Immigration. The Model and the Dream. 1996. A 26-year-old model from Slovenia arrives in New York. Her name, Melania Knaus. No English, no college degree, but big dreams. She comes on a tourist visa and starts working as a model almost immediately. From
that was
runway
illegal.
to work visa. Melania gets hired by major modeling agencies. But there's a problem. Her visa didn't
But she
allow
never
paid
did
work.
runway, and Donnie
Months
said she
later,
was
she's
a
issued an H-1B visa
supermodel.
for
Never
fashion
did
modeling.
runway.
But the work she did before that, technically illegal.
Oh,
The
we know what
Einstein
she
visa.
did. It was
In
illegal.
2000, she makes a bold move, applying for the EB-1 green card. Nicknamed the Einstein visa, it's reserved for people with extraordinary ability. Nobel laureates, Olympic gold medalists, pioneers in science, art, or business. The Trump factor. By then, Melania is dating real estate mogul Donald Trump. He's rich, connected, and already a media heavyweight. Critics say her fame and her relationship opened immigration doors most people would never even see. Controversy in Congress. In 2018, the Washington Post reveals Melania may have worked illegally before her work visa. And in 2025, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett demands answers. How did a model get a genius visa? Privilege or extraordinary? Melania became a U.S. citizen in 2006 and First Lady 10 years later. Did she follow the rules or bend them with help from a billionaire boyfriend? Her story isn't illegal, but it raises one big question. Is America's elite immigration system built on merit or access? If you enjoyed it and want more, don't forget to like.
How did she get that Einstein visa? Did Donnie pay for it? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm just questioning because inquiring minds want to know. There was nothing spectacular about this woman. She didn't even finish college. She dropped out the first couple months. She didn't even last a year at a university before she came here. She never walked the runway. She was never a supermodel, although Donald Trump sold it to the American people. No, she did nude modeling and other things with her body that is ungodly. And I'm going to drop the mic on that. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for coming to my live. I will go live tomorrow. I love you. God loves you. And stay blessed. I see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye.